art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Come, lend thy hand, and pluck my magic garment from it. Sit down. The hour is upon us. The very minute bid thee ope thine ear, obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for thou was not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? Of any other house or person? Of anything the image, tell me, that hath kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants, but had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Thou hadst, Miranda, and more. 12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
But sir, are not you my father?
Thy mother was a virtuous woman, and said thou wast my daughter. And thy father was the Duke of Milan, and thou his only heir and princess, no worse delivered.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was it we did?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, we were heaved hence. But blessedly hope hither. Prospero, the liberal arts, being all my study, the government I cast upon Antonia, my sister, your aunt, she who next thyself of all the world I loved. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to the closeness and the bettering of my mind, did awake an evil nature in my false sister. She, being thus lorded with such revenue and power, did believe she was indeed the Duchess, hence her ambition growing. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Mark this condition and the event, and tell me if this might be a sister.
I should sing to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good wombs have borne bad children.
Now the condition. The Queen of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my sister's suit, which was that she should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan and all its honors upon my sister.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. My tale provokes that question. Dear they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me. In few, they hurried us aboard a bark, where they bore us some leagues to sea, prepared a rotten carcass of a boat, not rigged, nor tackle, nor sail, nor mast. There they hoist us to cry to the sea that roared back at us, to sigh to the winds whose pity, sighing back again, did us but loving wrong.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
A cherubim, thou wast that did preserve me. Thou wouldst smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven.
But how came we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water, that a noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, out of his charity being appointed master of this design, did give us, with rich garments, linens, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have steadied much. And out of his generosity, knowing I loved my books, he did provide me with volumes from my own library, with which I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might but ever see that man!
Sit still and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here in this island did we arrive, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princesses can that have more time for vainer hours, and tutors not so careful.
Heavens thank you for it. And now I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind your reason for raising this sea storm.
Cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness. Give it way. I know thou canst not choose.